Chapter 7 to 12. Morning arrive as Ryu and Gohan is eating their breakfast. Gohan, where did you go yesterday with Uncle Piccolo? Ryu asked Gohan, who is eating his food. Uncle Piccolo trained me by hunting dinosaurs. I don't even know the use of it though, Gohan said as he continued eating. Oh, anyway mom, did you know any strong woman so that I can introduce Uncle Raditz to her, Ryu said to Chichi, who is eating. I don't know someone who's stronger than me, but there is someone I know who always challenge someone stronger. She should be at East Capital, you can find her there, but be careful, okay, Chichi said. And her name is Kana, by the way. Bring your Uncle Raditz there if you really want a lover. Oh, and I have her number in my scouter, Chichi added as she continued eating. Thanks mom, I'll go first so that I can let them meet up with each other. Bye mom, bye brother Gohan, Ryu said as he get up from his chair and go outside calling his Nimbus. Ryu then hop on his Nimbus and flew off towards the lookout where Raditz is. Minutes of flying is just him singing towards the lookout as he arrived and hop off from the Nimbus and ran towards the room of Raditz. Knocking at the door, Raditz opened it to see his nephew Ryu grinning at him. Uncle, I found someone from my mom's friend. She said she is strong and like to challenge every strong people. You should go meet her, Ryu said as he grinned towards Raditz. How do you find someone so fast? Anyway, let's see if you said is true. If not, no money from me, okay, Raditz said and walk inside as he dresses up. Here's the number of her, by the way. Her name is Kana, Ryu said as he hand out the scouter for Raditz to see. Okay, let's go, Raditz said and picked the shirt of Ryu and flew off. Aw, let go of me, you single virgin. I can fly, Ryu said as he grabbed the hand to let go of him. Raditz laughed as he let go of him and flew towards East Capital as Ryu said. The duo flew towards East City while talking to each other. Minutes of flying later, they finally arrive at East Capital and ask the people where Kana is and pointed towards a dojo called War Tiger Dojo. I'm really bad at naming, since she is well known cause she always challenge everyone who's strong looking people. Thanks, Ryu said as they walk towards the dojo and get inside to see a woman fighting with 10 people. That should be my soon-to-be auntie. She is quite strong for a human, right uncle? Uncle? Ryu said as he looked at his dazed uncle looking towards the woman who was fighting. Ryu also checked the power level of her. She has only 85 PL. Raditz POV. My name's Raditz, brother of Kakarot, or now known as Goku, uncle of 2 nephews, Gohan and Ryu. Ryu and I is currently at East Capital as to meet up someone strong, a woman. Ryu is currently asking someone where Kana is, the woman we will meet and told us where she is currently at, and we go to the War Tiger Dojo who teaches a martial arts that resemble the fierceness of a tiger. As we walk towards the dojo, we see a woman who has a karate hairstyle and fighting 10 people. The fight is good. First she let them do the first attack. If the one who attacked first, she dodge it and elbow their back and kick the second one who is close to her. Then grab the one who got elbow and throw him towards the others and leap through them with a tiger claw strike towards the face of who catch the thrown guy, making them to get smashed towards the floor, and sweep her legs towards the closest opponent of her, tripping him and dodge another attack and roundhouse kick him to the liver, making him grasp for air. The fight is a one-sided massacre. It mesmerized me of the fighting style and the girl who is moving like she is just dancing. Raditz POV end. Hey uncle, snap out of it, Ryu said as he snapped his finger close to the face of Raditz, snapping him out. Huh, oh what did you say, Ryu? I didn't listen what you're saying, Raditz said as he kept looking at the girl who finished the fight with people lying around. Hehe, do you like her, uncle? Go talk to her if you want and I will just go to a store to buy a candy, Ryu said as he walked out of the dojo and go to a store where he can buy a candy. TCH, that kid, Raditz said and turned to look at the woman to see that she is walking towards him. You are strong, stronger than this 10 people here. Fight me, Kana said and get in fighting stance. Sorry miss, I'm not here to fight, I'm here to meet you to talk about things. By any chance are you Kana, friend of Chichi? Raditz said and reached his hand out for a handshake. Oh, so you are friends with Chichi? Yes, she told me someone will come to meet me. So what's your name, Kana said as she reached her hands out and shake with him. Raditz, my name is Raditz. Nice to meet you, Miss Kana, Raditz said. Just call me Kana, no need to add miss. So what do you want to talk about? Kana said. Oh, can we talk to a restaurant if you want, Raditz suggest. Oh, I'm good. So what do you want to talk about? Is it date, taking me out, fight with me, or you really just want to talk? Kana said like she already know what he come for. And if you want to ask me out, then defeat me, then I will go out with you, Kana said and getting into battle stance again. While Raditz's cheek get red and curse his nephew for not being here to help him out. Sigh, is this the only way I can ask you out? Raditz asked and lowering his PL to match her PL. Yes, it's the only way. I don't want someone to take me out but cannot defend himself from danger, Kana said. Raditz, who heard her explanation, approved like it's quite embarrassment for the guy to ask her out and weaker than her. They might get robbed or someone harasses her and the guy who take her out can't even defend her from the guys. Raditz and Kana then got into battle stance waiting for someone to attack first. Will Raditz and Kana go out with each other or will Raditz will be defeated? The two is currently in their stance waiting for someone to attack first. Minute later, Kana dashed with a tiger claw strike towards Raditz who dodges the attack with a sidestep and slap the elbow to the air and palm strike her to the stomach, making her gasp for air. Aga, that is a nice strike, Kana said and strike with a low kick followed up with a high kick. Raditz dodged the low kick but got hit by the high kick on the chin, making him stumble a bit. You are good too, now let's stop holding back. Do all you've got, Raditz said, but of course he is holding back, if not Kana would be a meat paste right from the start. Anyway, the two continue to fight, strike after strike, kick after kick, punch after punch, they do any moves they could and also improving their martial arts, mainly Raditz since he's new in martial arts, he only knew is kick punch and ki blast his enemies, that's it. While Kana is improving her tiger style, because of Raditz who is increasing his battle power little by little making her do a different approach of how to defeat him or just slam him down the floor. As they continue to fight, Ryu is walking around the city trying anything he could find since he got a lot of money from Raditz. He stumbled an alley and see a woman being harassed by two guys, cliché, he walked up to them and said, "What are you doing, is it a game, can I play too, I am a hero and you two will be a villain who is trying to kidnap a girl," Ryu said. "Huh, who is this little brat, hey kid, get out of here before I beat you until you cry," Thug One said, while laughing. "Yeah, get out of here kid, or do you want a show of us with this lady here," Thug 2 with a perverted ugly smile said. So you like a kid, you should go to a doctor, you have quite a weird taste," Ryu said and making a mocking face. Thug 1 who heard Ryu talk laugh while hitting his friend's shoulder. You kid, I will kill you," Thug 2 said and dashed towards Ryu, ready to take him down to the ground. While the woman who got harassed ran towards the other exit and called the police to help Ryu. "Shit, the girl escaped, this is all your fault kid," Thug 1 said, and look at Ryu who he think will get trampled by his friends. "Whoops, did I hit the spot, since you look like someone who is going to cry," Ryu said as he dodged Thug 2 and punched him hard to the guts knocking him out. "What, yo, you knock him out with a punch, I will make you pay for this." Thug 1 wants to be a scion, so he shout as he dashed towards Ryu with a ready fist heading towards Ryu's face. Ryu dodged the attack by leaning and trip him by stomping on the foot, falling the Thug 1 down and neck chop him as he fall. Well, that is quite an idiotic move, why did he even shout, is that guy wanted to be a scion who always scream every fight, Ryu said as he squat down and poked the Thug 1 with a stick from his lollipop. Minutes later the police arrived to see Ryu sitting down, drawing a Snorlax and a Pikachu, while the two thugs being knocked out cold. "What happened here kid, and where is your parents?" the police said and look at the unconscious guy. "Oh, it's nothing, just some guy beating this two up and told me to wait here, they are harassing a woman." By the way, Ryu get up and reach out a lollipop from his pocket and unwrapping the plastic and put it in his mouth. "Oh, I will need you to come with me to the police station to tell me the full story of the events happening here. Are you alright with that?" the policeman said and handcuffed the two unconscious thug and told his other teammates who is currently questioning the woman who ran before. "Sure, I see no problem with that," Ryu said as he placed his hands towards the back on his head and walked towards the police car. "Thanks for cooperating young man," the police said and follow Ryu, and get inside the car while the thugs is in the other policeman's car with the lady in it for questioning. They go to the police station and Ryu told them everything about what happened, of course with a little lie like a man defeated the thugs and telling him to wait for the police. As Ryu is being questioned by the police, Raditz and Kana already finished sparring with each other, and getting tired except Raditz of course. "Here, drink some water," Raditz said as he handed her a water bottle, it just magically appeared from nowhere but it's fanfic logic so deal with it. "Thanks, you are quite a strong man, you are even improving as we fight, you are quite a genius in fighting," Kana said and of course she is talking about martial arts not strength. "Hehe, it's just I'm built different, anyway about the thing before, do you want to go out with me?" Raditz said he scratched his cheek while looking left and right avoiding her gaze. "Sure, I would love to, when will we go out, tomorrow, 2 days or in weekend?" Kana said as she wiped her sweat with a towel. "Tomorrow if it's okay with you, since I will train for upcoming battle 11 months from now," Raditz said while hiding the fact that the battle is someone who can just destroy a planet with a simple ki blast. "Sure, but can I join you for this upcoming battle you talk about? You should already know since you are Chi-Chi's friend that I will challenge that is strong," Kana said as she sat down on the chair and Raditz follow her as he sits next to her. I'll think about it since this upcoming battle has an opponent that is stronger than me," Raditz said to Kana who is listening. "I see, then what do you think of training with me so that I can get stronger too?" Kana said to Raditz, who was thinking about what she said. "It could work, but are you sure since this opponent will be stronger than me and I cannot help you in the middle of the fight?" Raditz said. "It's okay, I should be stronger in 11 months when I'm with you since I can improve my tiger style making it deadly," Kana said. Okay, I will tell my nephew about it since he is currently my sparring partner, he should understand me, Raditz said as he drank his water. Thanks, by the way, did you bring your nephew with you? How old is he? Kana asked Raditz about Ryu, who is currently at the police station playing Candy Crush from the phone of the police. Yes, I bring him with me, he is Chichi's second son by the way. I have another nephew who is training with my friends, and Ryu is currently 3 years old, but don't underestimate that kid as he is stronger than me, and don't let his goofy look fool you, Raditz said seriously, like Ryu is his nemesis when talking about him. Wow, a 3-year-old is stronger than you, and you are Chi-Chi's brother-in-law. I must fight your nephew, I guess. He might give me a nice challenge or a crushing defeat, Kana said positively. Even if she is defeated, she didn't let it get her from improving her martial arts. He should be back here soon. We should talk about your life and I will tell mine, Raditz said to Kana. Sure, then I will tell you my story then. The reason I want to get stronger and defeating every strong person is because someone told me that a woman will not get stronger than a man, Kana said, and continue her story. Kana reason why she is fighting strong opponents is to make that someone know that woman can also get stronger like the man, so she began training at the age of 10 and just like that she began finding someone strong and challenge that person to fight. This continued for many years as she challenged everyone until she met Chichi at 23 while Chichi is 14 years old and challenged her, making it her first loss. But that didn't discourage her and challenge everyone again. She is born age 728, 1 year younger than Raditz, who is born at age 727. She continued to polish her martial arts to its current state. Before the fight with Raditz, many minutes later she finished her story and she also mentioned that she finally proved that someone and that someone is her girl best friend. Now it's your turn, Raditz, tell me more about yourself, Kana said. Okay, let's see, where do I start first? Let's go with me being born and fighting my whole life, Raditz said. Raditz's story is, he is born in a warrior human race called Scion that is born with a tail, and since it's a warrior race, his father of course trained him to get stronger while his mother is gentle than his whole race combined. He also mentioned that the Scion race can eat a whole dinosaur just for one meal. He also said the legends about a legendary Scion who will be born every 1,000 years. Raditz continued his story about his whole life, of course by making a little modification, like not telling that Scion race is an alien and he is not from Earth but from planet Vegeta, and also telling her that his brother married Chi-Chi and that's the reason why he knows about her. Raditz continued his story for minutes. He finally finished his story. Your race is pretty strong, so that's the reason why you are powerful and have a tail wrap around. Kana said. Yeah, anyway, that nephew of mine really is a mischievous child. He is not back for 55 minutes, where even is he, Raditz said as he looked towards the glass door waiting for Ryu to arrive. You are really worried about your nephews, huh? Looks like you are a good uncle to them, Kana said. I'm not worried about Ryu, but yes, I'm worried about Gohan, who is his elder brother, since he is quite a timid and shy kid. I hope he will have a good confidence in him. Raditz said, until the door opened and Ryu walked in. Hi Uncle Ryu, did you finish knowing with Miss Kana? Ryu said and walked towards them. Where did you go? It took you long just to buy a candy, Raditz said. Oh, some idiots just harassed a lady and help her out by punching the thug's face, and the police bring me to the police station. That's the reason why I'm late, Ryu explained as he chewed bubble gums. You must be Ryu, Raditz told me about you. He said you are strong. Come fight me, kid, Kana said. Nah, I'm good. Anyway, let's go to the lookout, Uncle Ryu said. Wait, Ryu, Kana here also want to join training with us. Do you mind if she joins? Raditz asked. Sure, but be sure that you can protect her from our opponents, okay, Uncle Raditz, Ryu said. Fufufu, you are quite an amusing kid. I like your straightforwardness, kid, Kana said. Thanks, it's just one of my traits anyway. Let's go to the lookout. I don't want them to wait for us there, Ryu said. Let's go, Kana, grab onto my shoulder since we will be flying towards the lookout, Raditz said, forgetting that not all human can fly. Fly? What do you mean by flying towards the lookout, and where is even that place? Kana asked. Oh yeah, only a little amount of people know how to fly, just trust me with this one, Raditz said as they walk out of the dojo and head towards a place where no people is. Okay, you better not let me fall, Kana said as she grabs into his shoulder. Don't worry about falling, I will just catch you, Raditz said as he levitates, while Ryu is already flying towards the lookout and Raditz follow with Kana in his arm holding tightly. Wah, that was fast, Kana said as she blocked the winds with her other arm coming at her. Don't worry, we will arrive there in minutes, Raditz said as he sped up. Hee uncle is quite a gentleman, Ryu, who was ahead of them, chuckled and flew off towards the lookout. They arrived at the lookout and landed in front of everybody. Hey guys, someone will be joining us today. This is Miss Kana, who will be joining us, Ryu said and get into meditation to better his control and ki by making a ball made of chi floating around. What's up? So who is the strongest here except Raditz and Ryu? Since I know how powerful they are, Kana said as she looked around. She see Tien, Gohan, Piccolo, Yamcha, Kaiatsu, Puar and Krillin. Take this scouter, you should know the function in this thing. Raditz said as he handed a scouter to Kana. Uncle Raditz, is that your lover? Since Ryu said that he will get you a girl, is she the one? Gohan asked. No, she is not my lover, whisper yet and yes, this is the girl your brother said. Anyway, you should go train with Piccolo so that you can catch up to your brother, Raditz said with a red cheeks. Okay, let's go, Piccolo-san, Gohan said as they flew off towards their training ground. Whisper, I need to find a lover soon. I don't want to be single anymore. And Tien, who was watching Raditz and Kana being too close, thought about Blonde Launch and shook his head to get rid of her. Why did I think of her? Am I in love? Tien said and flew off towards Kame house to confirm his feeling, and Kaiatsu followed him. While Krillin and Yamcha just ignore what's happening and just train. Looks like we will be the only two who will spar, Kana, Raditz said as he looked at his companion doing their own things. Yeah, oh well, it could work and improve my martial arts. Let's spar, Kana said as she goes into battle stance. Raditz also do his battle stance, the same as the Sun martial arts, and this time he is the one who attack first by doing a straight punch and Kana dodge it and push his face to the ground, but Raditz anticipated the attack and dodge it inside way. They continued to fight while Ryu is doing an image training in his mind, the same Gohan and Baki from the grappler do. While all 7 balls is rotating clockwise in his back. In his mind, he is fighting Broly, a kid Broly but weaker than adult Broly, it's kinda obvious. Ryu attacked with a side kick towards Broly, who is in an imaginary Ikari form kid Broly, attacking him. Broly, who is in Ikari, take the side kick with no damage as he grabbed Ryu's leg and tried to body slam him but failed as Ryu roundhouse kick him, making him let go of his leg. Ryu and Broly back off a bit and then dash to each other with a punch connected, making a shockwave, and Ryu followed it with a hook towards where the liver is, and Broly also followed it with a key forming in his mouth and shoot it out towards Ryu. Ryu barely dodged the point-blank attack by leaning sideway and kicked the chin of Broly, making him close his mouth. This continued in his mind for 1 hour, but only 5 minutes has passed in the real world. Ryu is getting stronger, albeit barely, but still a small improvement, but his control and ki is increasing because of the pressure from fighting and having to rotate the 7 balls in his back and not letting it disperse. Ryu, who is fighting with Broly, tried to create a stick, to stick the same weapon from the Arnis, and the form of the two is transparent and ineffective for fighting. So Ryu disperse it and just coat his hands into a gloves, and when he hit it towards the enemy, the gloves will make a small needle that penetrate the skin and making a lot of damage. This caused a wild Ikari Broly to die because of a small holes when Ryu connected his punch. Ryu woke up from his meditation with the sweats dripping and his clothes getting wet, sus. He looked at his back to see 6 balls floating around in his back. Looks like my control and ki is not good yet. Oh well, I can just improve it when I go to meditation again, Ryu said, and make the gravity around him 15x the earth gravity. Ryu then check his PL as his eyes glow in gold and check his hand. Power level, 6500. Looks like my PL is growing tremendously from my training with Broly in my mind, Ryu said as he do a push-ups for 10,000 while his clothes is 1 ton in total, wristbands 100 kilograms each, boots 150 kilograms each. Clothes 300 kilograms and pants being 200 kilograms, making it a total of 1000 kilograms plus the gravity of 15x, making it 15 tons in total. Is it wrong? Somewhere around the place where Gohan and Piccolo is training. Gohan and Piccolo is training in meditation while levitating 2 meters from the ground they are currently in. Then we go to Tien, who finally arrive at the Kame house to see Blonde Launch sitting at the couch with a Uzi in her arms while watching TV. Launch, who heard the door opened, ready her Uzi and aim it at the door to see it's Tien and Kaiatsu arriving. Ah, it's my Tien, how are you? Did you get hurt? Does someone trying to fight you? Bring me to them and I will shoot them with my Uzi. Blonde Launch, who is sitting at the couch, ran towards Tien while checking his body with a perverted smile. No one is trying to fight me, and no, I'm not hurt. I came here to tell you what's this feeling that I'm currently in. Tien, who was being checked upon, had his heart beat faster than ever. Sure, come let's eat. Hey Rashi, bring us some drinks will you, or I will bomb this little house, Blonde Launch said as she pulled out a C4 out of nowhere. Okay, don't bomb my only house I got, Rashi, who is lying on the beach, said, and walk into the house and make some drinks, be it apple juice, orange juice, grape juice, tea, anything he could think of in drinks. That's good, so you better be faster. Come Tien, let's sit down at the couch. So what do you want to talk about with me? Blonde Launch said with a loving gaze. So you see, I am currently in this situation because of Raditz with a girl, and when I thought I need to have a woman soon, I think about you, but the one I saw in my vision is a mixture of blue and blonde hair. Launch, so do you want to talk about it? Tien said and look at Blonde Launch. I see, so that's what it was. Is that vision from your third eye? I think I know the reason for that. My race is called doppelganger, tell me a better name, who has a 2 persona in one body, and when the 2 persona love the person, they will merge and become one, they will get the traits of each other and merge it. Like for example, I am like a wild persona of Blue Launch, and she is a gentle type. If we merge, the traits I have and Blue Launch will be kept and the body become a mixture of us. Launch explain. And that's the reason I can think of when you see me having a mixture of blonde and blue, and I will also get her experience, and she will also get my experience, and also the memories, by the way, Blonde Launch said. So that's the reason why I see a mixture of blonde and blue. Thank you for explaining it to me, Launch, Tien said as he kissed her forehead in reward. Blonde Launch, being surprised by the kiss, passed out and her hair turned to blue with a little mixture of blonde. Huh, weird, why did she pass out? It's just a kiss in her forehead and her hair just turned to blue with a little mixture of blonde, but the vision I see have the same amount of blue and blonde. Oh well, I'll just wait here for her to wake up and ask her, Tien said as he touched her hair and let her sleep at his lap with her head. Just like that we go to Yamcha and Krillin who is sparring, they punch the same way the fight with Goku and Vegeta, but they did not destroy the surrounding but only punch and kick around. 10 months has passed, and all they do is training for the past months, while Ryu is constantly increasing his gravity every 5 days by 1x, making it 76x, 15x the gravity at the previous chap, the gravity of Earth. He also put the other Z fighter at 2x the gravity of Earth and increase it every 1 month while he increased the gravity of Gohan by 2x every 15 days, and Raditz is 12x and increasing 2x every 5 days. This are all the power level of the Z fighters, Kana, Raditz, and Ryu. Name, Krillin. Name, Yamcha. PL, 5600 PL, 5250. Name, Tien. Name, Gohan. PL, 5950. PL, 360, increase 2x gravity every 15 days. Name, Piccolo. Name, Raditz. PL, 8980 PL, 780, increase 2x every 5 days. Name, Kana. Name, Ryu. PL, 4600 PL, 1,050,750. While Kaiatsu and Poir's PL are 1620 and 1490. The reason why Ryu's PL is only at 1,050,750 is because he always train his ki control by making a shape figures walking around the lookout so that he can have an army to fight the Cybermen or for training partner to the Z fighter, and the reason why the Z fighters, Kana and Raditz only have that much PL is because author don't calculate. Only 1 day before Vegeta and Nappa arrive on Earth, Ryu is currently eating some fruits and looking at the Z fighters, Raditz and Kana included, training, while the gravity around him did not affect much. Tien and Launch always have a date every time Tien finish his training, and Raditz also date with Kana every weekend because at the weekdays they also flirt at each other by disguising it by training, they always smile at each other, but as his nephew he is supporting the two in shadow when they are dating by beating the troublemakers. Gohan and Piccolo began training at the lookout so that they can benefit the gravity Ryu do by my magic, and also Ryu's magic can do anything be it creating money, which he does and create about 1 million zen every 2 days and bring it to Chichi, while Chichi personality is not the same from the OG Dragon Ball but she still has it, the magic can also buff the other, it can also make the elements not science, but the typical fantasy type of magic. Ryu is walking towards his other creation combined with magic and ki, making it a clone the same in details of Ryu body. The clone are quite similar with the shadow clones, but this one can receive damage the same as the original body and it can also detonate its body, but this one will not transfer the damage it done to its body making it a perfect training partner and it also has no emotion. Ryu and clone Ryu then get into position to fight, and since the clone also has all memories and the legendary Scion genes, it can also keep up with Ryu. Ryu and clone Ryu dash towards each other and punching each other's face, and Ryu followed it by an uppercut making the clone Ryu to fly upward and Ryu high kick him to the guts making him fly again and followed with a roundhouse kick towards the back bringing it down towards the ground. Clone Ryu who was falling to the ground stopped the falling and flew towards Ryu who was floating at the sky and Superman punched him to the face hitting it. The clone Ryu and Ryu kept exchanging and fighting, hitting their chin, punching the abdomen, kicking the head and block it, all types of attacks they do it, except hitting the private part of course. Minutes later, Ryu dispersed the clone of his, and flew off towards the lookout with a battered look, his clothes being ripped apart while his nose bleeding. Ryu then healed his injury by magic healing, he walked towards the other Z fighter and looked at the sunset, and told them he will go home now. Gohan also bid his goodbye to the others, and flew off with Ryu towards their home. Hey Ryu, when will Dad arrive? It's been 11 months since he is gone, Gohan asked as they flew. I think Dad will arrive tomorrow. By the way, what do you learn about the space Mom gave us for assignment? Ryu said. Nothing, I think we will be screwed by Mom this time. The first one to arrive at home will be the first one to finish the homework, Gohan said as he speed up his flight. Hey, wait for me. Ryu said and flew faster, and by the time they arrive Ryu arrived first by 1 second than Gohan. Not again, why are you so fast? I can't even defeat you at flight and now I will do the homework, Gohan said dejected. Fufufu, because I am Flash, anyway let's go inside, Mom is waiting for us inside, Ryu said as he walked towards the house. Hi, hey Ryu, when will Uncle Raditz and Aunt Kana will get married? Gohan asked as he followed Ryu. I don't know, let's ask Uncle Raditz tomorrow when they will get married, Ryu said and walked towards the kitchen and see Chichi cooking. Hey mom, how are you today? Ryu asked as he sat down at the table. Hi mom, Gohan said as he hugged Chichi. Oh, so you finally arrive, come sit, the food will be ready, and I am fine at the house. Your grandpa visited this morning to see how you all doing, Chichi said. Oh, Grandpa Ox arrive, I will go to Grandpa Ox tomorrow to tell him that we are doing good, Ryu said and getting his plate and the chopsticks. Good, anyway is there a news when your father will arrive, Chichi asked. He will arrive tomorrow, I think, Gohan said as he also get his plate and chopsticks. Okay, food's ready, let's eat, Chichi said as she bring the foods to the table one by one. The three then eat their meals. Minutes later they go to bed and do their homework about space, but Ryu is lying at his bed as Gohan lose the bet he initiate, so he will be the one who is doing the homework. By the time Gohan finish they sleep, while Ryu making 5 key balls floating around the room and make it not disperse when he is asleep. 9:20 a.m. Gohan and Ryu is currently flying to the lookout to warm up a bit, for the fight that will come. Arriving at the lookout, they see the Z fighters sparring with each other while Puar and Kaiatsu is meditating. Good morning, Uncle Raditz, Aunt Kana, Uncle Tien. Ryu said as he greet everyone. Good morning, Gohan said as he also greet everyone. Good morning to you too, the Z fighter said and continue to spar with each other. Ryu create a clone for sparring. As he warm up a bit, the clone wait for Ryu to finish and get into battle stance. Ryu then dash towards the clone who is in battle stance. The clone dodge the attack and fire a ki blast towards Ryu, who deflect it towards the sky as it explode. Ryu fire a ki blast towards the clone and block it in X. Ryu dash as the clone blocking the ki blast and kick him to the chest, making him flew off the edge of the lookout. The clone then float as Ryu attack in continuous punches, straight, right hook, left uppercut, body blow. The clone dodge and block the attack while firing ki blasts as he retreat to the sky, while Ryu just deflect the attack and continue to punch the clone. As they engaged in close combat, the connected punch make a shockwave reaching towards the Z fighters who look at them. What a monster, Yamcha said as he looked at the two fighting at the sky. The other Z fighter nodded as they look at the sky. Ryu, who is fighting the clone, make a distance as he get into a Kamehameha position. The clone also do a Kamehameha position, but their color of Kamehameha is light bluish green. Kamehameha, Ryu push his hand towards the clone as the clone also push his hand. A light bluish green attacks met with each other as they pump more ki into it. With a final push, the ki attack of Ryu penetrate the clone to his stomach as the ki attack make a curve towards the sky and reach the space pod of Nappa. Joke. Ryu's attack make a beautiful firework color in light bluish green to the sky as he pant and flew to the lookout. The fight only happened in 40 minutes with the clone who has the same power level as him. That was quite a boring fight. I might make 2 clones to fight, Ryu said as he sat down and make 16 floating orbs making an X shape, going through the front then to the back. The Z fighters just continue their sparring as they wait for the threats to come. 1 hour and 44 minutes has passed as they sense one pitiful power level and one that's weaker than Raditz. Looks like the threats are coming. Wake Ryu up, Gohan, Raditz said. Okay, Gohan responds as he walked towards Ryu, who is meditating. Ryu, wake up, the Scions are coming, Gohan said as he shook Ryu, who is meditating. Okay, I will get up now. Ryu, who is meditating, opened his eyes as he got up. Let's go, or we might miss the fight, Ryu said as Gohan nodded and followed the others, who was flying towards where Vegeta and Nappa would arrive. 11:45 a.m. Minute of flying, they finally arrive and landed next to the Z fighter, who greeted them. So how's the fight with your clone, Ryu? Raditz, beside Kana, asked Ryu. Quite a boring fight. My power level always increase every fight and it's permanent. If this continues, all of my fight would be a boring one. Ryu said, disappointed with the fact that he will have a boring fight even if he suppresses power level, it would increase every time he fight. Don't worry about it, the universe is vast, you might find a powerful opponent that can excite you and fight, Raditz said and pat the back of Ryu. Minute of waiting as the time reached 11:46 a.m. 2 space pod landed and create a big crate. The 2 pod open and revealed a small man and a big bald man with a mustache. So this is where Raditz the traitor and his brother live, tch, such a disrespect towards the next king of Sion, current? The short man said to the big guy as he looked at the surrounding, not noticing the Z fighter at the top of a tall pillars made of rock. Yes, Prince Vegeta, that Raditz is only a coward and weak Sion that is not worth your presence, the big man with mustache. Search who has higher battle in this planet, Nappa. The short man named Vegeta said to Nappa. Yes, your majesty, Nappa said as he turned on the scouter, locating who has a battle power of 100 to 1k. As the scouter is searching, it beeped towards their front 50 meters from them and look at the multiple people making a pose, a kid at the front having his arms locked at his armpit looking down at them, while a kid at the back drawing circles bored. A long messy hair with a big forehead having his arms around a woman's shoulder. A bald with 6 dots at his forehead had his palms with each other, saying a Buddhist prayer. A bald third eye talking to a white small floating kid with a hat, with arms locked towards his armpit. A black-haired man talking to a talking blue cat, and a green-skinned man with a hat and a cape meditating and levitating. Wah! What's with this group doing? Are they a boy band or something? Wait, that's the coward and weakling Raditz. Nappa, who looked at the direction, pointed as he shouted. What are you surprised for? Vegeta asked, as he looked towards where Nappa pointed. Yo, how are you guys? How's your travel to Earth? Is it a nice trip? Raditz, who see the two flew off and said. TCH, a weakling talking to us is disgraceful towards a royal. Nappa, who see Raditz attack him with a ki blast. Raditz deflected and landed in front of Nappa and punched him at his stomach, making him cough blood. Gah, yo, you weakling, I will kill you, ah. Nappa, who got punched, attacks Raditz, who just dodges the punches while putting his finger at his nose. What has gotten into you, Nappa? Why are getting weak? You can't even hit me. You should just retire as a farmer and have a family. Old man Raditz, who is dodging the attack, punched Nappa in the face, making a face when Yujiro hit that old man from Baki the Grappler. Nappa flew off and hit multiple pillar rocks. Hello there, Prince. How are you doing? Do you have a family, or are you single and a virgin? Raditz asked in a mocking tone. Weakling, don't talk to his prince in that tone, Vegeta said, and a violet key formed in his arm and launched it towards Raditz, who blocked it with one hand. Wah, what? How are you this strong? That attack should have killed you. Vegeta, who attacked Raditz, asked in shock. Is that even an attack? It's quite weak. You should train more, Prince. Raditz said. The reason Raditz is the only one who attacked is to get revenge from the humiliation in the past, and everybody respect that decision, so they give it to Raditz. I will make you pay for this humiliation and disrespect towards me. Vegeta said as he picked an item and let it float at the sky. As he looked at the orb, a pounding sound comes from his chest, while Raditz, Gohan and Ryo look at the orb and make a same pounding sound coming from their chest. Of course Ryo want to check what his Oozuru is, since he can control it because of the wish he got. As the four has their chest make a pounding sound, Nappa, who is down, get up and look to where he got hit from and look at the orb and laugh evilly, and a pounding sound heard throughout the vicinity. Minutes later of the sound pounding, the Z-Fighter, especially Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, Kaiatsu, and Puar, fear sprouted in their heart as they remember when Goku transformed into a giant ape. Shit, this can't be happening, we can't stop them from transforming. Yamcha said as he looked around to hide. The same also happened for Tien and Krillin as they frantically hide. The reason why is because of Ryo, who has the highest power level than them by 100x or more. Somewhere around the north, is it north where Goku trained? Goku is currently getting ready to go to the earth, as North Kai or King Kai said to Goku in fear. Goku, you need to hurry towards the earth, the Scion has arrived and they are transforming to a giant ape called Oozuru, you need to get there fast, if not, the earth will be destroyed. King Kai fearfully said and touch Goku and teleport him with a unique technique he has to the earth where the fight is happening. What, but how do I get there fast, can you help me, King Kai? Goku asked in surprise. I will teleport you to where the fight is, so get ready to fight, King Kai said. Okay, I'm ready, Goku said as King Kai teleported him. Where the transforming ape is happening. Goku arrived in a blink and look at the ground to see Raditz and Vegeta having hair around their body as they grow bigger and bigger, each pounding sound, and look at his sons transforming and see that Ryo, who is watching Raditz and Vegeta, is smirking as a green hair coming out of him and as they grow bigger. This is bad, I need to think how to stop this. Goku, who arrived, said and look where Krillin, Yamcha and Tien is hiding, while Kana, who is left out, just stare where Raditz is with a worried look. Goku flew towards her and asked. Who are you, and what happened here? Goku asked suspiciously. Who are you? Wait, you look familiar with Raditz, are you his brother? Kana, who got startled, said. Yes I am, now tell me what happened. Goku said as he saw his sons growing bigger and taller while their face shaping into an ape. What happened is that guy with a blue armor throw an orb to the sky and a pounding sound is heard throughout this vicinity. I think the reason is the orb that is thrown. If we destroy that we can bring them back to their original form, Kana said as she worriedly looked at Raditz and the two boys. I see, please try to destroy that thing as I fight that blue armor guy, Goku said, but he sensed another bigger power towards where Nappa is. A roar was heard where Nappa is. As the power level increased tenfold, making it 40,000 PL, and next to increase their power level is Vegeta, who got 180,000 PL, and Raditz 200,000 PL, he reached 20,000 before the Scion arrived. While the next is Gohan whose power level increased to 75,000 PL and the last is Ryu who has 1,100,000 in base and increasing it by 20x, making it 22 million PL. Gohan who transformed to Ozuru form roared towards the sky as he destroyed the surrounding and Goku picking Kana who was about to get hit and flew off towards the other pillar stone and landed. Shit, this power is huge, I don't think I can defeat this with Kaioken 2x or even 5x, Goku said as his power cannot compare to his first son's Ozuru form 8k to 9k PL. Ryu who is transforming into Ozuru roar and look at Gohan, and punch him to the face to stop him from roaring every 2 seconds, knocking the big Ozuru but not reverting back to his human form. The reason? Plot of fanfic. Ryu then looked at the incoming Nappa and then to Goku, and said. Chupapi mananyo, joke. Oh hello there dad, how's the training at the heaven, please teach me some techniques you've got, by the way mom is waiting for you at the house to get your ass beat, so tell her next time you disappear, Ryu said with a deep voice and mixed with a growl. Huh, you can talk, how? Goku asked in shock, ignoring about his ass getting beaten when he get home. Cause I'm your son, don't worry about this running monkey that is coming, I will just punch him on the face and kick his ass towards the moon, even though there's no moon, but who cares, Ryu said and grabbed the incoming Nappa Ozuru who is 21 meters tall and roaring every 1 second that Ryu is getting annoyed at. Ryu is standing at 50 meters with a dark green fur all over the body but has a clothes since the clothes he created is the same type of armor from the Scion race that can stretch, but it's not an armor, okay, just a clothes from the picture where you can just imagine what he wears. Grabbing the head of Nappa, he smashed it to the ground as it shook and do the thing Broly did to Goku from the movies but at the ground. Ryu then throw him to the sky and punch it continuously from his stomach and chest like a machine gun, but being in Dragon Ball world, the logic of being punched continuously and his organs not being damaged is good for Ryu as he continue punching Nappa as they float to the sky until they finally arrive at the mesosphere and Ryu kick him to the ground. Nappa who is being punched continuously get into a cycle of unconscious and conscious and got kicked towards the ground and think what is happening in his life. Why am I here, just to suffer of this planet-shattering punches, Nappa whose Ozuru form being bald from the top thought as a tear escaped from his eyes and landed towards the ground unconscious, as he revert back to his original form. Ryu landed next to Nappa who revert back and pick him up towards Goku and company and put him there for treatment later. Where Raditz and Vegeta is fighting. Taste this power of mine, weakling, as this day onwards I will banish you from being a part of the Scion race, there is no need for a coward and weakling like you in my empire that I will make, Vegeta who transformed to his Ozuru form said. Sure, I don't really care cause I have my family here, and family is important to me than having a fake delusional prince that think he can rule all over the universe, Raditz said as he looked where Kana is, and see her looking at him with a worried look as he thumbs up to her. TCH, family is trash, all they do is control your whole life, that's the reason why father kill my mother because she is controlling towards my every movement I make, Vegeta said angrily as he think about family, and being disgusted by that word, don't worry he will have a change of here when you meet Bulma. That's what you think about family because you are not born in a loving family than me, look at my brother, he is working hard to protect this earth because he knew what will happen to the kids when their parents are dead, like us. I hope you change your disgusting traits. Raditz, who is in Ozuru form said and look at Vegeta with a pity look. Shut up, your life will be mine as I will kill you and make your so-called family suffer from seeing you being killed in front of them, Vegeta said and run towards Raditz as the ground quakes every step he took. Vegeta tried to grapple Raditz who also grab his hands and lock it with each other and Vegeta tried to push him to the ground, Raditz stop him from moving forward as he do a 360 kick towards the face of Vegeta hitting him, bring him down towards the ground as Raditz hop towards the stomach of Vegeta and punch him to the face as he said. You need to get better than this, if you want to create an empire, Raditz said and punch. If you create an empire, be a good emperor towards your people and not do the same mistake from your father, King Vegeta as Raditz punch towards the other cheek as inside the mouth bleed. You need to think of your people as family, not your subject if you want some love from your people and accepting you as the emperor, Raditz with a final punch towards the face of Vegeta, making the face of him bloody. Vegeta who is down pant and look at the sky as he think. Is the things he really said true? Will I really listen to this weakling Scion? No, and no, I will never listen to this coward who thought that family can make my empire greater than King Vegeta, Vegeta thought as his eyes glows and roar towards the sky, while his aura changing from white to yellow until it returned to white with a mixture of yellow. Vegeta's power level increased to 250,000 PL and punch Raditz who got hit and clashed towards the pillars. Vegeta then dash and punch him again and again and again until Raditz burst his ki, making Vegeta step back. That is a good boost you got, Prince Vegeta, but sadly you are in your maddened state, Raditz said as he looked at the Ozuru Vegeta who has his saliva dripping from his mouth. Vegeta who is not in his mind dashed towards Raditz who dodge it and neck chop him, bring him down to the ground and lock his arms like when police arrest someone. Sigh, you should really train your combat experience, Raditz said as he pinned him to the ground and not letting him move around. Somewhere around Gohan that is unconscious but still in Ozora form, Ryu walked towards Gohan and make him up from his magic. Yes, magic. That's the only thing why Gohan do not transform back to his original form, because he infused magic when he chop him. The reason why he did that so that he can help Gohan control his Ozora form and keep the tail intact. Gohan woke up and roar again as he punched Ryu from his beautiful dream he is in. Ryu dodged it and grabbed the hand, as he created chains made of magic and ki, the same adamantine from the Uzumaki clan's unique skill. Gohan, who is chained, kept moving and roaring and tried to forcefully break free. Hey, Gohan, are you there? Keep your control in your Ozora form. Ryu, who is sitting, look at the 10-meter Gohan. But Gohan's Ozora did not listen to any of his bullshit as he kept thrashing around. Ryu, how's Gohan condition? Goku, who was flying towards Ryu, said, while the Z fighter who was hiding come out and flew towards them and apologized that they didn't help. He's good, he is not in control with his form, and no need to say sorry guys, you cannot defeat an alien we don't know that increase his power level by 10x, Ryu said, and look at Goku, who has the sad face, remembering Grandpa Gohan who got crash. What happened, Dad? Why are you making a sad face? Ryu, who is in Ozora form, said, but immediately remembers about Grandpa Gohan. That must be the reason why he is sad. I'm okay, don't worry about me. I just remember your Grandpa Gohan. Goku, that did not realize his tears drip from his eyes, said, as he looked down, the tears forming in his eyes drip. Huh, why am I crying? Grandpa Gohan said, a man should not cry, a man should be strong and not be weak, Goku said as he kneeled into the grounds, touching his eyes trying to stop his tears. I'm sorry about what happened to you, Dad. Ryu, who see Goku crying, felt bad and sorry for the man that lost everything at the young age, and when he finally forgot about it, it reminded him again. Ryu tried to revert back towards his human form, but instead the thing he transformed into is a form the same from SSJ4 but black and not red, but he didn't mind that and just ran to Goku and hugged him. While Gohan, who is trying to break free from the chain, see his father and brother hugging each other, have his sanity return and calm down. I'm sorry, Grandpa, I'm sorry I killed you, please come back to me, please, I need you. Goku, who is crying, said in low tone while Ryu is hugging Goku. Gohan, who see his dad cry, also cried in his Ozora form and subconsciously transformed into a small SSJ4 but black, the same form Ryu has, and ran towards them, joining with Goku from crying. The Z fighters, who was watching the three hugging, Krillin tried to stop himself from crying, while Tien cried but trying to hide it by facing his back towards the others. Yamcha, who is the same as Goku, having no relatives, does he, cried making a Sanji face, and Piccolo, being Piccolo, just look at them, but a teardrop escaped from his eyes. Go back in their manly tears, it's not you time yet, Piccolo said, and bring the tear back towards his eyes. Kana, who is watching, cried with her hand in her face. Raditz, who is pinning Vegeta down, looked at the Z fighters, look at Vegeta, and said, that's what it means about family, Vegeta. I hope you understand that revenge will only get you in eternal loneliness when you finish your revenge, Raditz said to the already calm Vegeta. Is it really true? Will I really be in eternal loneliness and not feel any love? Vegeta said as tears flow through his eyes, but held it from falling. Yes, and you better change like me and be a better king to the Science, Raditz said, and let go of Vegeta, who is lying down, and flew towards the Z fighter while Vegeta is questioning his belief of becoming an emperor. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at https://www.patreon.com/Kaioshin. I tend to polls that decide important plot stuff in my P at Trien. Many thanks to my awesome patrons. Ben Phillips. If you liked the content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll stay here until next time.